because right now, Indiana, the last 2 games, they have averaged 28 points off
so far.
McDonald, no. Rebound pulled away by Boston.
And that's an area that Dallas has to show up. That is one shot for the Indiana Fever and then go in transition.
Well, we see what Dallas's defensive plan is going to be because Haley Jones quickly came over to help out on the double on Boston.
You can't allow one-on-one coverage with Boston. She's too good. She's gotten better every single season she's been in the W. So this 3rd year is one of the most dominant in our game.
Wings coming off a 50% shooting effort in the loss to Atlanta. That was the first time they shot 50% since May. J.J. Quinterly at the buzzer, the rookie from West Virginia.
Beautiful shot. She is a ball-dominant scorer. She was at West Virginia, and that's what Chris Koklanis is looking for her to do here with the Dallas Wings as well.
Indiana coming off that 107-100 win over Phoenix. Stephanie White called that a big win. They were outstanding. Mitchell, no
come on.
The former Dallas wing, Natasha Howard.
Beautiful dish and dime by Kelsey Mitchell to Howard.
Geisel Suter out front. Shows us she can shoot the 3. Here's Haley Jones. They had to switch.
Good help defense by Indiana. They will double team right there.
Jones kicks it out. Geisel Suter for 3. Doesn't get the bounce. Cunningham battling Becker, and Boston comes up with it.
So I think Dallas has to get a couple of bodies on the offensive board. You cannot allow the Indiana Fever to just start in transition as easily as they'd like.
You talked about a great pass. How about this one coming up?
You know, nobody was looking for this. We think Kelsey Mitchell.
In her 8th year, she also has a couple of 30s. And Mitchell trains the 3.
So tough to guard. You don't think she's going to shoot, even though you've watched her all season. We know she's going to shoot, but you have to contest that shot.
Cunningham out front. Cunningham has done a nice job for this Indiana team in the starting rotation. Geisel Suter with the 2.
Geisel Suter getting much more comfortable with the catch and shoot, and therefore the Wings looking for her a little bit more in those opportunities.
4 of the last 6 games, she's been in double figures. Howard can't get it. Here comes Quinterly. Coach Koklanis says they want J.J. to move the basketball. Inside, Jones on Cunningham. Cunningham, nice position, gets the rejection.
Good defense by Cunningham not to foul in that situation.
Talk about speed on speed. How about McDonald on Quinterly? Boston inside. Coughs it up. Nice defense, Haley Jones. Here comes Enrique. Beckers to J.J. Lets it fly. I don't think Chris Koklanis minds that shot. He wants her to shoot a little bit more.
He wants her to be more aggressive offensively there. She's got to believe in that shot, though. That's the shot to take.
Jones working inside Boston. That was a mismatch. Boston took advantage.
That was too easy. Boston, again, footwork is top tier, gotten better every single season in the W, and you have to crowd her when she gets the ball on the block.
Aaliyah Boston, 4 straight games. She's had double-doubles. Geisel Suter, Cunningham may have distracted her a little bit.
Dallas has to decide if they're going to get on the offensive boards.
That's going to be out of bounds. Turnover, Indiana. Wings will have it. Trailing by 3 early on. Starting fast, and that is something that Indiana has done well in that opening quarter.
Indiana's really the best, the top 3 in the league at fast starts. They have weapons at every position, so easy to get it going offensively.
Beckers off balance shot, can't get it. Rebound Howard. We've seen her make that shot time and time again this year. Mitchell over to McDonald, the southpaw, can't get the 3. Nice job, Howard, inside using her aggressiveness.
Howard averages 6.6 rebounds a game. You got to keep her off the offensive boards. We know how deadly she can be on the offensive end.
2-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defensive Team, Natasha Howard. Jones inside, Cunningham couldn't stop that. Haley Jones.
That's the shot she wanted to take the last time down.
Exactly. Playing in her 11th game for the Dallas Wings. Has started, as we mentioned, 3 consecutive games.
Tough.
Oh, how about that pass outside to Howard? Boston at the basket, foul on Haley Jones.
It is not enough to beat.
Coming in, J.J. Quinterly will go out for the Dallas Wings. And at the line is going to be Aaliyah Boston, the 23-year-old out of South Carolina. Unanimous Rookie of the Year. How about on Wednesday against Phoenix? Aaliyah Boston had no field goal attempts in the third, but had the first 14 points for Indiana in the fourth. Beckers is going to be fouled by Boston. Didn't give her room to come down.
Not sure you want to foul Paige Beckers, who's an excellent free throw shooter, but to start off, you got
personal foul. Isaiah James will check into the lineup for the Wings, another rookie. Wings have 2 of the top 3 scores for rookies in the month of July. Obviously, Paige Beckers and J.J. Quinterly. James was also in there. She's kind of fallen out. Enrique will get a little bit of a break with 5:17 to play here in the first. Here's Paige Beckers. What a year she is having. Double digits all 22 games. Number 7 in assists, number 3 in steals. And here is McDonald. 26-year-old, her 5th year out of Arizona.
big game the other night, 27 points. Leading this team.
Boston, no, into the hands of Beckers. Quickly up ahead to James. James is not afraid to pull the trigger. Inside Lee Yu-Ru, a little strong. Here comes Flapp. She lost it, tripped up from behind. Beckers can't believe it. We've got a timeout. The WNBA Friday night up in the stands. Both sides of the arena and stood and signed autographs. We got pictures of it. We'll show you later.
Yeah, talking about understanding the assignment. That's Caitlin Clark all day long.
That's going to be a travel. Indiana wants to bang it in the paint. They're number 1 points in the paint. 8 of their 11 points so far tonight have come in the tunnel. Now the Wings got to get something going. Only 3 of 9 shooting to open up the game. Here's Beckers now being guarded by Lexi Hall. Hall comes off the bench, plays outstanding defense. Lee Yu-Ru, the 3, no.
Yeah, you got to get on the board. This is one of the greatest transition teams in our league, and you cannot give them a head start by not giving them any friction on the boards.
Howard, 5 rebounds. That'll be the 3rd turnover for Indiana in the game.
And I understand you want to protect their transition game, but you have to get some extra opportunities on offense by hitting the offensive boards. You can't just, it can't be one and done for Dallas. It's going to be a long night for them.
That's going to be poked by Howard. You look at Indiana's defense during this 3-game win streak as former Texas A&M Aggie Sydney Colson checks into the lineup. They have been so good at the point of attack, so disruptive. Tip your hat to Stephanie White, the head coach.
I was just going to say, Stephanie talked about how everyone has stepped up and done exactly what they need to do to help this team. Doesn't matter who she puts in the game, they become the X factor.
That's going to be tipped, and the Wings will turn it over for the first time.
So you got to stop the ball. Can't let them get all the way to the basket.
And they do. Lexi Hull, the 25-year-old in her 4th year out of Stanford.
You see they're making Paige give up the basketball early. They know her playmaking abilities, and it's disrupting Dallas offensively.
Here is Mitchell. Mitchell 1 for 1 so far in the game. Hull wants it, got it, shoots it, can't get it.
You gotta have that basketball right there. Tough rebound by Howard.
Lee Yu-Ru had position, but then let Howard get away. Howard, 6 points, 6 rebounds. And DeJohnette dribbling into traffic, as we've seen her do a lot, trying to draw the foul, and she was able to. Maisha Hines-Allen will check into the lineup for Dallas. Damaris Dantas will check in for Indiana.
Chris Copeland has talked about the value of DeJohnette Carrington, her ability to go down low, to take it downhill, and cause ruckus on offense.
And now a word from State Farm.
The love they showed me, it's why I pass it on. You know?
DeJohnette Carrington missing 9 games because of rib injury. She said it was so painful she couldn't even lift her arms. One thing DeJohnette does, though, she plays both sides of the ball. Told us the other day it takes a lot of heart to play both sides of the ball. Colson has it stripped. Here is Enrique. Hines-Allen working on Mitchell. Got it.
That's Dallas doing what Dallas does best. That's translating defense to offense immediately. Nice bucket by Hines-Allen.
That allows Dallas to get going, and that's something Chris says they've got to do more of. Here's Hall being guarded by Beckers.
So you got to communicate on defense right here. You got to say who's coming over to help.
What a smart move by Mitchell. That was impressive.
Well, Kelsey Mitchell creates her own bucket. She does it. She didn't really need a big. She doesn't really need to get her own bucket. But makes her so dangerous offensively.
The crowd is roaring loud tonight. Hearts are pounding, burning bright and bright. The field's alive, alive. Electric light. We rise, we run, we won't back down. This is our moment, this is our ground. Game on, let's take it home. We fight together, we're not alone. Game on, hearts in stone. Victory's calling, it's in our bones. Sweat is dripping, breath is fire. Push the limit, climb up higher. Every step builds our empire. We charge, we chase, we're here to claim. We're the thunder, we're the flame. Game on, let's take it home. We fight together, we're not alone. Game on, heart is on. Victory's calling, it's in our bones. It's in our bones. Sweat is dripping, breath is fire. Push the limit, climb up higher. Every step builds our empire.
Candace is looking for the combination right now.
We charge, we chase, we're here to claim. We're the thunder, we're the flame.
Here's where you have to
Game on, let's take it home. We fight together, we're not alone. Game on, heart is on. Victory's calling, it's in our bones. It's in our bones.
Dallas with the two bigs in the game right now. A little bit of advantage in the paint, and they need to keep doing that.
That time DJ went for the steal and Mitchell kept it away from her. Throws it away right into the hands of Howard. He's played a good first quarter with 6 points and 7 boards. Here's Mitchell now guarded by Hines Allen. Dumps it to Howard. From the outside, short. Hines Allen up ahead to Enrique. Tries to split by Colson inside. Foul by Howard.
One. And then we say, keep going.
Got her 1,500th career field goal made for the Wings, moving all-time #1. But what was impressive was Monday versus the Liberty. 14 assists. She had a point assist double-double by halftime.
Yep.
The break actually came at a good time for her. She and Paige Beckers have connected better than I think anybody would have expected.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotten to the point where now they're both threats on the floor, and that means people have to guard both of them. That means opportunities for some of their teammates.
Tied up at 22, final 10 seconds. Mitchell out front with Carrington on her.
Here you have to guard against the on-ball pick and the step back.
Doesn't get it. J.J. Quinterly just kept it alive. Colson could trailed by 1 at the end of the first, but Indiana outscored Dallas 36-15 in the second. Chris Coquelin said that second quarter was brutal. Their transition defense was terrible. Paige Beckers gives them the lead. They don't want to repeat of that.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell just talked to Tiffany about taking the best players that Dallas has on offense out of those actions, and I think that's where Dallas has to show their maturity, that they've grown, that they don't have to force shots in those situations.
Doncic baseline jumper missed the first part of the season. She was playing with her country, Brazil.
Brazil.
She is a big addition. Here's Hines Allen. They give her the 18-footer, makes them pay.
Half shot, will take it.
She's got 7 already in the ball game. Hines Allen comes in averaging just over 6.
trying to get Ari McDonald some action on the double picks. And as long as she doesn't start getting hot, I think Dallas can contend with maybe one shooter, one scorer in action.
Well, Dallas thought they would have the third game that they've had 11 players available because Maddie Seegers was going to play tonight, but she hasn't had enough 5-on-5. So they decided to give Maddie, there she is, a rest. She is going to play probably in New York on Tuesday, which is great because it'll be kind of a homecoming for her.
Yeah, but do you really want all that pressure when you go home?
No, Maddie wanted to have a game under her belt before she got there, but they're just being cautious. Hines Allen, couple of quick moves, no.
I thought Hines Allen could have actually gone to the basket for a layup.
I think she got her feet kind of tangled up.
It did look like that.
Cunningham on the drive, has to knock away behind Allen. Hall's pull up, no. Tierra McCowan with a rebound again. Tierra McCowan has not played the last 2 games. Did have the double-double versus Las Vegas, and everybody thought, all right, T's back. Becker's in and out, McDonald the board.
And again, one and done for Dallas. Nobody hitting the offensive boards. You have to strike a balance between getting back in transition and hitting those offensive boards.
Dallas -3 in rebounding. And it's going to be a jump ball.
She knows where she can fill in.
One of the things I think Maddie has learned, having to sit out all these games, Ty Harris, by the way, to our right, she's out for the season with a knee injury, has been...
Both of those players a couple of weeks ago, they talked about how difficult it is to sit over there. Not even practice. We never thought we'd be saying we missed practice, but we actually missed practice as well.
Well, we go back to when they first played here at American Airlines. First time we saw Maddie, she was shooting at shoot-around, sitting in a chair.
Right.
So she has progressed.
Anything she can get, she wants it.
Lexi Hall playing good defense on Beckers. Can't get it. McCowan slaps it away. It'll belong to Indiana, down by 2.
So
Boston will come back in.
So Dallas applying a little bit of full court press, just a little bit. They're not looking to steal the basketball, but they want to make sure they get an opportunity to set up defense in half court.
Quinterly stays right with McDonald, who almost got away from her. Nice move by Hall.
Good help defense.
McDonald over Quinterly. No. Rebound tipped around into Quinterly's hands. Speed is the rookie's biggest trait. Has it knocked away. She should have looked up and said, oh, aren't you an all-star? And Cunningham completes it.
That's what Indiana does better than anybody in the WNBA. They will be patient. They will bait you in transition until they get that long pass that they want because they're disciplined in transition.
Boston had nice position. You can't lob it over somebody like that. And Dallas will turn it over. Indiana's got great connection on defense. Let's take a look at that last long pass by Indiana. Game, she's averaged over 4.5 assists per game. On the season, it's 2.5 assists. She has been spectacular. Tied up at 26. 6 ties, 2 lead changes already in this game. They're going to call that an offensive foul.
They don't like the leaning back.
You be the judge. Oh, Tierra McCowan would not have taken that call so gently, shall we say. Now, Kalani Brown was her buffer last year. Is Mitchell all the way to the hole?
Great defense is about communication, and it's about talking. So team defense stops great one-on-one players, and Dallas did not have good help defense in that possession.
Chloe Bibb, who signed the rest of the season contract with Indiana's checked in, and Enrique baptizes her with the 2.
I love it when Enrique Gumbawale gets that shot because she has such diversity in her offense.
Cunningham gets away from Beckers for the easy layup.
Defensive principles. Dallas has to get back to defensive principles. Help the helper.
Sophie Cunningham with 4, averages 7.7. Mitchell the rebound. Or I say Boston the rebound to Mitchell. McDonald splits the D. Bibby, this is where she's good. She can extend the defense, and she's done it. Coming off an 8-point
game the other night versus Phoenix, but she just plays the right way. You know, she understands where the ball needs to take over as an offensive player, and she's a quintessential point guard.
Foul's going to be on Chloe Bibby. That'll be her first personal. Bibby Mississippi State, then Maryland, originally from Australia, was an undrafted rookie. Played 5 games for Golden State. Getting the word earlier today about that. She's going to be a player. We were talking about this earlier. That's a great pickup for Indiana.
It's a huge pickup for Indiana. The moves that Stephanie White has made during the season, like everybody's been making lots of moves. It's an interesting summer for the WNBA, but the moves she's made, they have been perfect for what her team needs to do on both sides of the ball.
Bibby can give them such a different look. Nice job, Louisa Geisel-Suter. Isaiah James as we close in on 5 to play here in the second. Boy, look at Cunningham holding on to Beckers. Sophie goes, Paige was holding on to me. Then she flashes the smile. You can't argue with the smile.
You can't with this shoving.
Sophie Cunningham, aggressive. The 28-year-old in her 7th year out of Missouri.
Yeah.
And from the outside, counted.
Paige Beckers just baited, was patient offensively, a little between the legs for that nice jumper.
Beckers again, another double-digit game. 6 in the quarter. Here's Bibby. Launches, buries the 3.
Bibby, don't do it like that. Tough baseline jumper.
Last 2 games, she was 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Tonight, she's 2 of 2, and she's had the last 6 points for Indiana. Now she guards Beckers. Paige over Bibby. Doesn't get the bounce. That's going to be a loose ball foul against Isaiah James.
But you know what? I'll take that as a coach. At least she's getting on the board. You have to let them feel your presence on the offensive boards.
In the first half. Still with an opportunity to do that tonight. Watch the attention Boston gets. Opens up a lot for the guards. Here's Boston. Beckers had nothing she could do.
That nice little action right there. Diversion by Kelsey Mitchell in the pick and roll. Wide open for Boston.
Boston has 6. James, what a move! Yes!
Go ahead, Rook.
Up ahead, Cunningham. You got to cover her up. 69% of her shots are 3s. Haley Jones working on Natasha Howard. Foul's going to be called. Let's go back to that last Harris move since training camp. Maddie, you move too quick. You can play, okay? Go get dressed. Here is Natasha Howard. Meant so much for this team. And when you look at why she signed, she made it known she wasn't going to come back to Dallas after playing with the Wings. But she's got 53 playoff games. That is invaluable for a team like Indiana.
Veteran. Also, let's not forget, she's a WNBA champion as well. Wanted a new beginning, and Indiana's been a great fit for them. Tough guard on the block, one of the most versatile players in the WNBA. So great to see her having a great season. I'd like some of those sneakers, though. I'm just going to put that on the table.
I like that.
I like those sneakers that Howard's wearing.
Those are only the 2nd and 3rd free throw attempts for Indiana. Dallas has already visited the line 11 times. Here's Mitchell. Oh, sweet pass.
Oh, that's not...
Howard can't get it. Beckers comes up with a loose ball. We've got a couple of whistles.
What happened?
I think they're going to call it on Haley Jones. That'll be her 3rd personal foul if it stands. I think we got to see that again.
I didn't even see Haley Jones in the mix of things.
Now that's going to send Natasha Howard to the line. 68% from the line this season. Maybe we can see it on this replay. Natasha Howard last year, career high in assists per game. She was so valuable to this Wings team. The lead is 7. That is the biggest lead for either team so far tonight. Enrique. Oh, Haley Jones. That'll be her 4th. Leveling McDonald. Because of what Haley Jones has brought to the team. From the outside, the 3, no. Geisel-Suter up to Enrique. James running right side. Beautiful pass, Enrique.
Perfect pass. There's not another pass he could have made between those defenders to get that ball on the spot to Isaiah James.
Crystal Plata says Enrique is making simple decisions. The game seems to have freed up. They've kind of simplified things for Dallas on the offensive side. Really has helped Enrique. McDonald off the screen. That was pretty.
Aaron McDonald says, just because I haven't dotted your I tonight doesn't mean that I won't. One of the most proficient shooters from three-point land, and nice pickup by Stephanie White.
As you mentioned, 27 last game, but Dallas comes right back and answers.
Let's stop the basketball. You've got to stop the basketball before it gets to the three-point line.
How about this pass from Enrique Ogunbowale? Her third assist of the first half.
Paige Beckers is maybe on par to maybe exceed that this season. But as you mentioned, Tiffany, very different players. The impact that they have on this game, though, has been felt.
Paige Beckers, the only one in the league in top 10 in points, steals, and assists a game. She had 27 versus Indiana back in June. Right here in Enrique lost the hand. The foul's going to be called. Sophie Cunningham getting the universal sign. Next to the wave. I hate that sign.
So Sophie doesn't think she fouled on this play. It's a beautiful cut.
iPads. I can see the gentleman with the iPad, and he could have used that.
Let's not do it. Let's not use it.
Challenges, no. And here's Enrique at the line.
It's for me, the use of that is very time squeeze situation. Just because as a player you think you didn't foul someone, you also have to incorporate. Is this the best time? Do we really need to take a look at this situation?
Turns in the last 5 points for Indiana. 1:40 to play in the half. The lead is 6. Cunningham. And again, Howard, another rebound. That is her 8th. Rebound by Aisha Hudson. 90 seconds left to play in the half. Packers in traffic. Backs up. Does it go? Geisel Suter back to Enrique. Geisel Suter gives it up. The 3 on the way. Hides Allen, no.
Yeah, with the 5 players I have on the floor, that's not who I want shooting that three-point shot right now.
Boy, McDonald crosses the timeline. Her eyes were up off the glass. Not going to get it. The team has a plus 8.6 net rating. She is not starting the third quarter, sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
That's tough for Dallas.
It is. Haley Jones adds a lot of depth to the Dallas team. She can play point guard. She can play off. She can guard a post player. She's a bigger guard down low. She can post up guard players on the offensive other teams. So she's got to find a way to stay in the game.
Liu Ru getting in a little bit of trouble. That's going to be a shot clock violation.
That's one area that Dallas really has to improve in. That's the integrity of the possession. How do you get a good shot out of a possession? You're not going to hit every shot, but if you're getting shot clock violations, you're not taking care of the basketball and operating at a high IQ.
Here is Boston over Liu Ru. No, rebound Howard. That's rebound number 9 to go along with her 9 points. Beautiful dish inside to Boston.
No communication on the assignments on defense right there for Dallas.
Stephanie White has 3 defensive principles, the 3 A's. Activate, anticipate, and aware. We've seen all that so far tonight.
It's another possession for Dallas where
that's going to be an offensive foul on McDonald.
What the Fever will do is
guarded by Cunningham. Quinterly, nice ball fake, can't finish. Howard's got 10 rebounds.
Great shot. Great look by Quinterly.
Flash trying to get her 6th double-double. No, Boston can't get it. Liu Ru goes down hard. She is up and okay.
Geisel-Suter also had some issues down there on that play. Got up limping a little bit.
Interesting having Geisel-Suter and Liu Ru in the lineup. Geisel-Suter is going to go out. Misha Hines-Allen will come into the lineup. How long do you keep Haley Jones on the bench if you're Dallas?
Well, it depends on the production of the folks on the floor. And right now, Dallas has had 2 possessions that were fairly empty on the offensive end.
Quinterly has to hurry. Hines-Allen right down the tunnel. Maisha's got 9 in the ball game on 4 of 6 shooting. Nice defense. Quinterly tried to tie up Mitchell. Goes over top of the pick. Mitchell, quick stop, quick pop, no.
Good box out.
The lead is a half a dozen. Indiana has led by 8. Dallas's biggest lead has only been 2. Nice ball fake. Liu Ru can't finish it. That's something they talked about when she first got to Dallas, being a little tougher on the inside.
Got to hit that shot. Beautiful move, but you got to convert.
Because if not, McDonald's going to bury the 3.
What you're starting to see for Indiana, they're so, robotic in a good way. They're so natural on offense. When they start hitting, it's tough to stick with them off the dribble. And when they start hitting those outside shots, you got to change something.
Page has to force it. Boston's got rebound number 8. Here is McDonald. 2nd best points per game since 2022, and she averaged just over 11. Here comes Enrique. Still just 1 of 4 shooting, and the rim wasn't round enough. Cunningham, nice job tying up Liu Ru. Cunningham is always around the basket.
In the mix. She's always in the mix.
Liu Ru just tips it. Hines-Allen has it taken away by Boston. Nice job. Beckers with the steal. Her first of the ball game.
You've got to have somebody over on this left lane over here.
And again, a nice defensive play by Boston. One of the things that Paige was talking to us about a couple of days ago is just how she's dealing with the double team. And she says Enrique's really tried to help her with what she calls the short roll when she gets trapped like that.
Yeah, well, if you've got threats on the floor, you get no double teams. So that means that other people have to get better for the Dallas Wings so that they can't double team players.
Geisel-Suter even said it's up to us bigs to help her out. Beckers is going to be fouled by Howard. That should be a 3-shot foul. Want to remind you about the upcoming national TV schedule coming up 10 o'clock Eastern time. Wednesday at 10 o'clock Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Indiana at Los Angeles. For more of these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Becker's trying to close this gap. Has not missed a free throw attempt so far tonight. Dejanay Carrington in. Tierra McCowan also coming in. Lee Yu-Rue and J.J. Quinterly out for the Wings. Becker's a perfect 7 for 7 from the line. She's got 17.
I like the substitution of Carrington in for Quinterly because you're about to get some fire. You're about to get some competitive juices going, and that's what Dallas needs on the floor right now to compete with the Fever.
Becker's 3 of the last 5 games. She's hit the 20-point mark. She's 2 away from that tonight. That's going to be a foul on Boston. That'll be her second personal. Is this the Ricardo Montalban Fine School of Acting? Just curious. Just throwing that out.
You got to throw it out there.
Yeah. McCowan up high. Different role than she's had the last couple of years with Dallas. It's taken some getting used to. Beckers dribbles away from the double. They give Hines Allen some room. Uses the left arm. Can't finish it out. Indiana's got it. Up by 6.
Here's where you don't allow the Fever to break it open in secondary with the reverse of the basketball and them driving to the basket for a shot or a pick and roll.
Howard has to back it out.
The ball movement.
Oh, beautiful move. McDonald the floater. No. Becker's the rebound. Page. Carrington rolls to the hole. Howard with a rejection.
Carrington pretty much just gave her that basketball.
She did.
She really
Mitchell
did.
for 3, rattles it.
And see what happens when you miss a shot like that and you allow Indiana to just go down, make one pass in transition, they start to get out, run on you. 3 points, 6 points.
Mitchell, 6 of the last 8 games, she's had 20 points. She's got a dozen tonight. Let's go back to the block and leading. Indiana not much better at 3 of 9. But Indiana holding out of the lead. Off to Carrington, closing it on 3 minutes to play here in the third, and again, careless.
Like not picking up your dribble.
Up ahead, Mitchell, no. Enrique pushes it. Jones up ahead. Working on Hall to the hole. Got it!
I don't know how that went down, but nice shot.
That's what she brings to this Wings team.
Well, she ran the floor. I mean, these opportunities have been there for Dallas all night, but they have not run the floor.
Mitchell Jones comes over to no avail.
Meanwhile,
Mitchell's got 16. That is just impossible to stop.
see, in transition, Dallas can get an easy look down low, but they are out there being trapped.
McCowan inside, drives it inside. Even though she missed some time, played over in the Euro Cup, averaged almost 17 points a game in that.
Goodness.
As Dantas hits the three, they think McCowan can still be a factor.
She can. You know, it's going to be situational. You got a situation right here where at least get her posting up so you can get some activity down low in the paint.
And down goes Jones, and that'll leave Lexi Hall with an easy layup.
Got to keep competing. And she's going to get a technical if she continues. Carrington keeps talking to the official. You got to keep competing. Didn't make the call, move on.
And Crisco Planis has actually talked to the team about that. Just walk away from the official. Make your point, get away, keep playing. Here is Enrique down the tunnel. Can't get the layup, but a foul's going to be called, and Enrique goes down hard. Lexi Hall means so much to this Indiana Fever team. And here is Enrique at the line. Only 1 of 5 shooting, 6 points. Make it 7.
Well, here's what Dallas has to recognize. With Paige out of the game, this is going to be pretty much straight-up defense that you're going to get from the Fever. They're not going to be double-teaming most of the players on the floor right now, maybe Enrique Ogunbowale. So you have an opportunity to spread the floor and create something off the bounce, create a pick-and-roll situation, because it's a normal offensive and defensive situation out there without Paige.
Dallas 18 of 19 from the free throw line. That's kept them sort of in this game. Indiana's only taken 9 free throw attempts. Here's Mitchell waiting for Bibby to set the pick. She goes away from it. Inside, no.
Unbelievable.
Gets her own ball. Here's Bibby outside. Here comes Carrington's got Enrique on the left.
Got to spread the floor right there.
Enrique, a long three.
It's a situation Enrique Ogunbowale had one-on-one coverage. She could have gotten to the basket.
Lead is 11. Mitchell walked with it. Indiana has outscored Dallas 20-15 here in this third quarter. Indiana only 2 points in the paint here in the third quarter. Quinterly, that's going to be an offensive foul. That'll be Dejanay Carrington. She's talking to Tim Green. Green's just looking at her, the official. 12th turnover for Dantas, the line drive, no. Carrington pulls it away. Shot clock, game clock, almost the same. Carrington, the spin move. No foul called. Fever should get the last shot. Colson, the veteran, wisely slows it up. Stephanie White saying, get down.
You got to step up and help right there.
That's going to be a foul on Enrique.
Slow the ball down.
With 5.6 left here in the third.
So he's
walking around in front of the bench right now. You can see her. There she is. I bet you she'll start the fourth quarter.
Where's the help? Where's the help?
And Carrington called for the foul. That'll be her second personal. And Kelsey Mitchell will go to the line. 16 points in the ball game for Mitchell. Number 4 in the league in points per game. Last 8 games, she's averaged over 21 points.
WNBA All-Star this season, one of the most prolific scorers in the W, and I've talked about her being, people like to say she's underrated, but she's not underrated. The players know how great she is. She's under-recognized a lot of times. You don't hear people talking a whole lot about her, but she's one of the toughest players in our league.
Quinterly at the buzzer. No.
Where they have to be.
Thanks, Mike.
That's a veteran talking. Bibby lost the handle with 3 to shoot. Dantas forces the shot. No. Rebound pulled away by James. Dallas yet to hit a 3 in the game. 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. Maybe that'll change.
Yeah.
Right on cue.
You got the rookies in the game who are looking to make an impact. You just got to compete. It's about effort at this point for Dallas.
Dantas working on Jones with 4 fouls. Tough shot, no. Rebound Wings. Wings a couple of times this season have had big fourth quarter comebacks. Sometimes they've fallen short. Hines Allen's going to be fouled, trying to get her first double-figure game since June 7th. Dantas picks up her 3rd personal foul.
And right now, Dallas has some great scorers on the floor. You've got 2 rookies who scored over 2,000 points in college. James from NC State and Quinterly from West Virginia. Paige Beckers, we know she scored over 2,000 points and gets knocked down on that one.
Beckers gets knocked down, and Cunningham gets the easy 2. She's got a half a dozen. Quinterly blows around Lexi Hall. Foul's going to be called.
Do what makes you special. And getting downhill, J.J. Quinterly has the speed of a bullet. She can get from one end to the other in 3 seconds. You need her doing what makes her special, and that's taking the ball to the hole.
As a former point guard, Tiffany, you really appreciate what J.J. Quinterly is having to learn, especially this rookie year.
For sure. I know I was a smaller point guard as well, so I'm always, going into the trees, got to be careful. But it was great to hear Coach talk about his daily talks with JJ about learning the balance from scoring and facilitating, but all positive. Making sure that she still knows what she's good at, scoring the ball, but also know when she's at 2 feet in the paint, start scanning and start spraying the ball out when she has those baseline.
That's a good point. Getting to the free throw line was also she's only hit 4 free throws in the last 4 games. She's got 2 so far. Six nice job. Jones with the rejection. Up ahead, Hines Allen. Bangs into Bibby. No.
Like the tape, like the aggressive basket.
The interception by Quinterly. Beckers. Got it off the 3, covered up quickly. nice job. Boy, Hines Allen was overplaying Boston. And Boston wants to do the replay. And Stephanie White complaining that she was grabbed. And now Maisha Hines Allen down on the ground holding onto the leg. She was really battling Boston on the inside. Made a nice move defensively. Stephanie White is going to challenge that last call.
Indiana is challenging the foul call.
We'll be able to take a off under her own power, but we do not see her on the Dallas bench right now.
Yeah, got to go take a look at that.
Indiana 4 turnovers on their last 5 possessions. They've got 17 in the game. 19 is their season high. Beckers on Cunningham with 5 to shoot.
Nice.
Step through.
Nice.
Oh, my.
Clinic.
Beckers with 22, and the lead is cut down to 6.
So you stick together, communicate on defense. This is a high-octane offensive team.
Beautiful pass. Mitchell was so sure of
Yes.
that. After she passed it, she started running down the other end.
Stephanie White is going to kill you with offensive schemes and action. So you got to be ready defensively. That was a great play call.
Here's Beckers again. Back out. Geisel-Suter launches the 3. No.
Got to get around there. You can't just be content being on the
Right.
backside of a rebounder. You got to fight to get around there if you really want that basketball.
That's going to be a foul. McDonald's going to be hacked on that play. The Wings just 1 of 11 shooting from 3. Indiana 10 of 24 from 3. But you look at defensively, Indiana, they're very good at guarding the three-point line. Opponents only shoot 26%. That's the best in the league from the stripe. And here is McDonald.
Talk about this great crowd in here, Ron. I mean, we're sitting in the midst of what will probably be another record-setting attendance here in Dallas. Fun.
It has been fun.
20 the last time these two teams played here. 20,000 as a change. Nice move.
That was electric. Jones inside off the glass too hard. Boston the rebound, her 9th. Trying to make it 5 straight games, double-double for Aaliyah Boston. Mitchell, that quick step. James stepped in front of her.
You got to get up. Shoot
The 3.
that.
Beckers the rebound. 22 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds for Page. The rookie James, a little quick on the shot.
Yeah, no rotation on the shot either. I mean, you got to catch that in rhythm. Be ready for that.
McDonald back to Cunningham. That's going to be an offensive foul. Good job, James, drawing the contact. Wings will have it with 3:58 to play. Indiana, 2 timeouts left. They don't have a challenge. Dallas, 3 timeouts left, and they do have a challenge. Quinterly goes away from the screen. Floats left, shoots right. Geisel-Suter can't come up with it. Mitchell does. Good opportunity for Dallas. They let it slip away. Boy, now Quinterly had to guard Boston. Now they switch. James.
Nice move.
Howard inside. She's got the double-double.
You always feel like Indiana is looking to make the next best pass, the next best play for their teammates. That makes them very dangerous offensively.
6th double-double of the season for Natasha Howard. She's got 11 points.
Here, that's a big part of this comeback opportunity for the Wings without, one of your top guns on the floor.
Well, Maisha Hines Allen has come out of the locker room after twisting the ankle. It looks like she's trying to convince everybody she should play. Jones, no. Geisel-Suter on the foul.
2:50 remaining in the game. Here's where you put your big socks on and you have to compete to play in your building, to get a W in your building.
J.J. Quinterly trying to play defense, got locked up, and she's going to be called for the foul. It'll only be her second personal. With 2:50 to play in the ball game. Indiana trying to win 4 in a row. They've got a tough 4-game West Coast road trip coming up. Important game for the Fever. McDonald, the hesitation. 1 to shoot. Cunningham gets it off at the buzzer.
It was a great play, great pass again. There it is. Looking for the next best play. Got to hit the boards. Got to hit the boards right now.
Cunningham's got 8, and this is slipping away from the Dallas Wings. They started out solid on a 7-2 run to begin the fourth quarter. But Indiana just flexed their muscles to go back up now by 11.
Well, so Indiana feels like a veteran team. You know, they didn't panic. They've continued to play their quality and their kind of basketball all night, regardless of what Dallas has done.
On top, Boston just inside 3. Here comes Quinterly with 1:50 to play, and they throw it away. 15th turnover for Dallas, and ends up with Mitchell. They're going to look at it one more time. Immediately, the replay sign was given. By the way, Natasha Howard, 16 rebounds tonight. That ties her career high. Well, we did get that sign. We understood that. So here's the replay. Well, bottom line is there's 1:50 to play. And Wings find themselves down by 82-71.
Quick hitter. It's very, very straightforward. You need some quick hitters. You don't have a whole lot of time.
Quinterly to the hole on the layup, counted.
That'll work. Again, you got to play some defense here. You got to speed up the Fever. Make them take an ill-advised shot right now. You can't allow them to play beautiful Fever offense. And now you've got Quinterly guarding 6'5", 6'6" on the block.
Yeah.
Give her the basketball.
Howard swings it over. That's going to be an offensive foul. Howard got the elbows up. That'll be her 4th personal foul.
Contact above the net.
Indiana 19 turnovers. That ties a season high.
Got to look to shoot the basketball. Not a whole lot of time for dribbling.
Beckers floats left, shoots right, in and out. McDonald the rebound with 1 minute to play. 9-point advantage for Indiana. Page tries to tie him up. Timeout's going to be called by Stephanie White. So a timeout will be called. She'll have 1 left. Up by 9. That's a good timeout. Harris and Tiffany Bias-Patman on 82-73. 57 seconds to play. Fever led by 13 at the end of 3. Mitchell. Quinterly, nice job defensively. Indiana Fernando with 9 to shoot.